My kid's teacher called me irresponsible over my daughter's lunch, so I brought a doctor in. My kid's teacher called me irresponsible for my daughter's lunch, so I decided to stop arguing and start proving. My daughter Anna has type 1 diabetes. She was diagnosed at 5 after she collapsed at a playdate. Since then, her lunch hasn't been random food. It's part of her treatment. Every morning I run the same checklist. I count carbs, pack protein that won't spike her sugar, and add measured snacks for lows. Her lunchbox also has a meter, strips, an insulin pen, and fast sugar for emergencies. Anna's in 3rd grade now, and she's great at managing it. She tests before she eats and knows what shaky feels like. Last Tuesday after pickup, her teacher, Ms. Rose, waved me over like I was in trouble. She pointed at Anna's lunch and said it was too much and distracting the class. She said kids kept asking why Anna had medical stuff and why she got to keep it near her desk. Then she said, "Can you just pack a normal lunch? Sandwich, chips, juice box, like everyone else?" I told her it isn't a preference. I said certain foods can send Anna's blood sugar flying, and timing matters. If she crashes, she can get dizzy, confused, and pass out. Ms. Rose sighed like I was being difficult. "You're being dramatic," she said. "Kids need normal lunches. You're making her feel different." I tried to keep my voice steady. I said, "She's different because her pancreas doesn't work." Ms. Rose crossed her arms. She said, "Maybe if you stopped treating her like she's sick all the time, she'd be more normal." Then she added that other parents were starting to complain about special treatment. I asked what special treatment she meant. Ms. Rose said letting Anna test her blood sugar in class and keeping supplies close was not fair and a distraction. That's when it clicked. This wasn't about lunch. She was uncomfortable with accommodations, and she wanted my kid to hide it so the classroom felt easier. That night, I printed Anna's medical instructions, highlighted the parts about meals and emergency sugar, and emailed the principal, Mr. Sterling. I asked for an urgent meeting and said I wanted the school nurse there too. Mr. Sterling replied fast and scheduled it for the next morning. I also called Anna's endocrinologist, Dr. Brown, and told her what happened. I expected her to say she was too busy. Instead, she said, "I'll be there. I'm not letting a teacher gamble with a child's blood sugar." The next day, I walked into the office with a binder and Anna's lunchbox. Ms. Rose was already there, sitting stiff. Mr. Sterling sat at the head of the table, and the nurse sat beside him. Dr. Brown came in last with a folder of charts. Ms. Rose started talking first. She said Anna's lunch was complicated, kids were distracted, and Anna was getting attention. She said she was just trying to help Anna fit in. Dr. Brown slid a chart across the table. She explained what a normal blood sugar range looks like and what a dangerous low and high look like. She said if Anna eats the wrong lunch and the insulin dose doesn't match, her blood sugar can spike. If she goes low and can't treat it fast, she can seize or pass out. The nurse nodded. Ms. Rose tried to interrupt and say kids eat snacks all the time. Dr. Brown didn't let her finish. She said, "Diabetes isn't about willpower. It's math, timing, and emergency planning." Then she pointed at Anna's supplies. "Those are not toys. That's survival gear." Mr. Sterling asked Ms. Rose, "Do you have any medical training in diabetes management?" Ms. Rose blinked and said, "No, but I've taught for 15 years. I know what kids should eat." Dr. Brown leaned forward and asked, "Would you tell a kid with a peanut allergy to just eat peanuts so they feel normal?" Ms. Rose didn't answer. Dr. Brown asked, "Would you take an inhaler away because it's distracting?" Ms. Rose's cheeks went red. Dr. Brown said, "Anna's meal plan and supplies are a medical necessity. These accommodations are not special treatment. They're required." Mr. Sterling looked down at his notes, then back at Ms. Rose. Dr. Brown explained that interfering with diabetes care can count as denying a disability accommodation, and schools can get in serious trouble for it. Ms. Rose stopped looking annoyed and started looking scared. She finally said quietly, "I didn't realize it was that serious." I said, "It is. It's my kid." Mr. Sterling said, "Here's what we're doing. Anna will have a formal plan on file, and her supplies stay with her. There will be no more comments about normal lunches." Then he told Ms. Rose she would complete diabetes awareness training and follow the plan exactly. Ms. Rose nodded and apologized. Mr. Sterling asked if everyone understood, and Dr. Brown said, "Good, because next time, we won."